So my son give me a little care for good luck. Good night, everyone. Battery dead. You know, my wife said I shouldn't sing tonight. I wanted to give her a performance, but so I go have to listen to her sometimes. Good afternoon to the most honorable Prime Minister Andrew Oness, my neighbor, and to Minister Olivia Babsy-Grinch, also my neighbor, and to all the dignitaries, Olympians, media, all protocols observed. It's a very long speech, but I'm not read this now. It's too long. I can't manage it in that way. Why don't just let me run for the track and done? Just say thanks. But first and foremost, I must thank God, because none of this wouldn't be possible without Him. And my parents, thank you very much for not stopping at number 5. Because, boy, you wouldn't have this last one. I show me rich. All right. Many years ago, if you had told me that, I would be standing up here, looking so dapper, looking all cute with my wife checking me out, to celebrate the unveiling of my statue, I wouldn't believe, but, anything is possible. I'm like a country boy growing up in Yorton, all I knew back then was going to church, going to school, working on cars with my dad, going to church again, and sleep. But my brother, Asafa Powell, I always look up to him. He wasn't the only runner in the family, but he was the best runner in the family. Both my parents said they were runners, but I'm yet to see that. My father used to run left me still, but my mom, I'm yet to see my mom run. So I think it's from my dad. I got it from my dad. But I always wanted to be like my brother, Donovan, but I did not know how to do that. I had no idea. There was this lady at my high school, Miss Elaine Fraser. Can you stand up? Let everybody see you. My last year in high school, she looked at me and she asked me, what are my plans? What are you going to do after high school? And I said, I don't know, I have no idea. I said, why don't you come back to school? You always want to be like your brother. You have the talent. Come back to school. I'll let the principal get you back in school, and you can go to champs and see where you go from there. I'm like, okay, yeah, definitely. And then she was like, what you're going to do? You're going to go to GC faster. Just run with the man them over there. Just train with them. Miss Fraser gave me taxi fare to go to GC faster. And I go over there a few times. And I train the boys them over there. And man them say, yo, just tell them say I'm me trainer. Just tell them. Yeah, and my brother Nigel, he also helped me a lot. Train with me on the weekends when he's not teaching. In high school, used to run left me wicked, and back then I was running 10.5 seconds, and he was running beside me talking to me. Come on, lift your knees, man. So I always wonder what times were you running back in those days. And I also want to give a big thanks to MVP Track Club. Next day I look for my nervous. Yeah, man, big up Nesta, Shelley and Fraser, Price, and Ilian Thompson, all the Olympians. Yeah, back to MVP. Stephen Francis, Michael Freighter, big up. Big up again, Mikey. You have to remember these people. They're the ones who really, help Jamaica, put Jamaica on the map, and people tend to forget a lot of times. But I never forget, MVP, Coach Francis, Bruce James, Paul Francis. I remember when Paul came to my high school, and all of the school come around at the back and say, yo, people come from foreign for Safa, people come from foreign. And when Paul reached around and said, come from youth, said, town that them on. You know, but I remember that meeting in the sports office with Miss Fraser. You know, and Miss Fraser is the one who convinced my parents to let me run, because they didn't want me to go out there and, you know, under that pressure. You know, but she convinced them, telling them that I have the talent. You know, but you know, I went to UTech, and believe me, it wasn't the greatest, you know, environment, it wasn't the greatest conditions, you know, but it's like a coach standing here with everything, money, everything offering to me, and a coach standing here with only dreams, you know, telling me, you know, you can be the fastest man in the world. And you know, that's what I took. You know, I didn't take all the glamour and all that stuff. You know, I stuck with the coach plan. And believe me, there was no money. There was nothing. It was just a dream. Someone telling me from country that, you know, I can be the fastest man in the world. You know, and I really admire him for that. And Mr. Bruce James, thank you very much. Paul, Mr. Clark, Mr. Lloyd Clark, thank you very much. Also, and go down on my speed some more. My manager, Paul Doyle, thank you very much for being more than a manager. Thank you for being my best friend, you know, coach as well, yeah, and like a father figure to me. You know, I really appreciate that. Tara Playfair Scott, thank you for being there for me over the years. You know already. You don't know. All right. See with me, you know, if I say anything will sound weird, just correct me. Because I don't want nobody give me no white talk, you know. Sasko, watch your white them, you know, popcorn. You know, I want to thank my family, my parents, you know, William Powell, Cicely Powell. You know, you guys, you know, you're the best. You're the greatest parents, you know, of all times. You know, my brothers, you know, a lot of people, they don't know that there were 6 boys. There were 6 of us. And early in my career, when I just started in 2002, you know, I lost my first brother. And it was right in the time of the national trials, and, you know, I sat at home crying, and I'm like, I'm not going to no trials, you know, because at the time you thought, you know, all your brothers, they were superhumans, they couldn't die, you know, and these were guys they were my biggest supporters, you know, and I lost my brother, Michael, you know, and Donovan called me on the phone, and he was like, yo, this is what Michael would have wanted for you. You know, you're going to go to trials, and you're going to do your best. And I went to the national trials. I made the 100. I made it for the 100 meters for the Commonwealth Games. And you know, I was pretty proud of that. It was a very sad moment for me. Then the next year, in the same time, I lost my other brother. You know, so a lot of people don't know the trials that you go through in life. You know, and you know how hard it is to really stay solid, stay grounded. You know, when you're going through hardship like that. You know, my beautiful wife. You know, Alicia Miller Powell. Thank you very much for everything. Everything. I don't know how to express myself when it comes to you. You know, you know, my kids, you know, Vani, my first child, Liam, and Amik. So if Jamaica, if you guys in doubt, you know, for where the sport is going, I have some new ones coming up. So, so just watch out for them, you know, in the next upcoming years. And Shelly and, you know, have one that's coming up as well. You know, Zion soon. Yeah, Liam look like he might have left Zion still, but Yes. But we have a bright future. My biggest thank you to the fans, to Jamaica, on a whole. You guys, you're very aggressive, but believe me, it work. A lot of times I'm on every day, every single day. Someone come up to me, and yo, Asafa, yo, you are the man who started. You are the big man. You are the big man. You see me, and like stuff like that is like I don't want to always be in it, but I never forget. I always remember that, and small things like that keep me going. Even the guys on the street washing the car glass, I don't give them money all the time, but they're always encouraging me, and keep me going. So all of Jamaica, I just want to give you guys, a big thank you, for really keeping me through all these years. It's been a very long time, long time, and I'm still going. It's just the grace of God that keeps me going, and all of you guys, I really want to say thanks, and I'm honored and very grateful, for this statue. Minister Grange, you have gone above and beyond, for us. I always tell the athletes that, I don't want to be biased, but you're my favorite. You've always, gone through the roof for us. You turned me into statue. I'm a statue man now. A statue man, Mr. Basil Watson. Thank you for this statue. You get everything right down to the big toe. Not sure, but maybe I can show them the big toe. I went there and he made sure everything was perfect. And I really want to thank you for your effort, that you put into this statue. And just big up everybody, all my friends for coming out. MVP track club, high school, primary school, youth and primary. Dean, big up, Mrs. Burks, I'm trying to big up everybody. Gary Greg, thank you for all of my tires, them. Oh. I can't tell everyone, thanks, Mrs. McNaughton. Thank you very much, for the support over the years. It's an effort from everybody. It's not just one person. Along the way you meet new people and people encourage you and, keep you motivated, along the way. And, I just want to say big up Mr. Prime Minister. I was supposed to get a land long time, but when I get it yet, I'll go and wait. I'll go and wait. Everyone, you're looking good. Everybody's looking beautiful. I really thank you for coming out. Mr. James, I look better than you tonight. I can't say thank you enough, Chris. Thank you for coming out. Chris Gale, Universe Boss. And who else? Charlie Mount, big up yourself. I didn't see you guys perform tonight. But maybe next time, my next statue. May I get the next statue? Yeah, but thanks very much. I really appreciate it. Oh, the media. Yeah, man, the media, boy. the media is what makes you and break you. But thank you very much for always having me, keeping me, in the media, keeping me relevant. Really appreciate, and just enjoy the rest of the night, and continue supporting. I have my last Olympic Games coming up, and I'll be going there to do my best. Season has started off real good so far, and just continue supporting us, all the athletes. We're all here. We're looking forward, for this. Encourage the young ones, that are coming up, and I hope this can be a motivation for them to get their own statue. And maybe in the next few years, Elaine can get her statue. And Johan, all those guys maybe can put up on my house. But yeah, everybody, I just want you to know that everything is possible. You know, just let this be a testament to you guys, you know, that anything is possible. The country, wherever you come from, most of us are country people, you know, but it doesn't matter where you're from, you know, it's just the hard work and dedication and belief.